Hi, welcome back to my Chanel. Today we're gonna be talking about Katie Colson. More specifically, I've asked Katie to choose my TBR, to choose a few books for me to read. So Katie just sent me a video today with the recommendations, with the books that she wants me to read. So welcome to the first day of this like vlog or whatever. If you don't know who Katie is, first of all, why have you been living under a rock? Second of all, why have you been living under a rock? Katie is this wonderful booktuber, wonderful person who is just a ball, like a literal ball of energy. Like, I talk to her and I feel as though my soul is like gaining momentum. Do you know what I mean? Like those kinds of people who have so much energy, who are just so on, so ready, so full of energy that it gives you some energy. Do you know what I mean? Like that's how I feel about Katie. Every time I talk to her, I just feel better about like literally everything. We could talk about literally anything, and the moment we finish speaking, I sit back and I'm like, you know, and I like hold it in and she is terminally delightful. Is that a bad thing? What does it mean? Terminally. She's just fucking delightful, okay? She's literally just the fucking best. If you haven't already checked out Katie, if you haven't seen her content, please check it out because she is beautiful. I wish I could produce content like she does, because the bitch has the face, has the voice, has the look for it. You hear Katie speak and you're like, oh, you were literally meant for this. Like this was literally like your thing. You were meant to do this. Duh. Meanwhile, the rest of us are kind of just like, you know, faking it till we fucking make it. Katie is literally the best. I love her so much, and I'm so excited to see what book she chose. I'm like a little bit scared, like a little bit nervous, but I'm also like really, really excited. I have a feeling that one of the books she's gonna recommend me is Bunny. Katie is obsessed with Bunny. She talks about it like literally all the time. So I just had the thought that she was gonna want me to reread it, because I mentioned a few months ago how I had already read it, but I didn't quite understand it, and how I wanted to reread it. So I'm like wondering if she like remembered that or not. So I guess we'll see. I have my headphones in. I have her video queued up. Let's fucking do this, okay? Let's just fucking do it. Let's not even talk about it anymore. Besides the bunny thing, I have literally no idea what the fuck she's gonna say. I'm a little bit nervous, but I'm also like so excited because I know that Katie literally has like perfect fucking taste. Anyway.
Hey, what's up? Hello. It's Katie Colson here on Jordaline's channel. So happy to be invited. So happy to be here. Jordaline, you're amazing. Are you listening?
That's me.
I'm doing your self-affirmation.
I am.
Jordaline, I'm not talking to anybody else. I'm talking to you.
Stop.
You are that bitch. Like, you really, truly are that bitch. In all honesty. And you know what? You asked me to pick some books for you. And I did that. And as a Gemini, and being the most indecisive person I've ever met, other than Libras, I usually take a really long time to make decisions, and I hate recommending books because I don't want to be wrong, and I second guess myself. But in this, I am absolutely certain. I have picked the perfect trifecta of books. I have a manga, I have a physical read, and I have an audiobook. And I am not anticipating, I'm not allowing any variations of the format. You have to physically read the physical book, and you have to listen to the audiobook. Now we're going to start out with the physical book. I think you could already guess, and it's one I know you already own, and that's The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue by V.E. Schwab.
Oh my god, okay, wait. There's literally so much happening. Okay, first of all, Katie, thank you so much for complimenting me on my beauty and my grace and everything like that. It's like really kind, and like it's all kind of true, so. Second of all, I do own Addie LaRue. I bought it recently, and I think Katie knows that because I literally messaged her about it because I was like, is this good? And she was like, yeah, it's really good. Oh my god, okay, but what really makes me nervous right off the bat is reading these books oh my god, I'm so nervous. Reading the books in the format that Katie is giving me. So I have to read Addie LaRue physically, and it's like a 400-page book. I don't have a very good like attention span. I'm scared. Anyway, okay.
This is about Addie LaRue, and this is set in the 1800s in France, and she is getting married, or she's supposed to get married to this guy she doesn't want to get married to because that's her lot in life. So she goes out on her wedding day and she prays to the gods to save her from this life and to give her freedom. But she accidentally prays to the god of the dark, like the gods that answer after dark. He gifts her with the ability to live forever, but also curses her with never being able to be remembered by anyone. So if they turn and look away and turn back, they're not going to know who she is. So it's a very, very beautiful story. It is quite chunky, I mean, for a physical read, and it is like a little bit slow, but it's so stunning. The writing is absolutely beautiful, and I need to know what you think about a dude in this book. Like, I need to know. Jordaline, I need to know! Like, I really, really think you're gonna love this. So I definitely want you to read this, and you have to physically read it because the audiobook is good, but not as good as the physical read. But the audiobook, only listen to the audiobook, and it is The Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires. I looked on your Goodreads, and I was like, there is no way that Jordaline has not read this. There's no way Jordan is seriously
I said not on my Goodreads? I have read this.
Passing this book aside. Are you kidding me? Do you see the cover? It's absolutely stunning.
I love Katie so much. I have read this book. Should I reread it or should I get her to choose something else? I don't know why it wasn't on my Goodreads. That's really weird. Because it should be on my Goodreads because I read it in 2020. It is a really good book. I really did enjoy it. Ooh, I wonder if I should get her to choose a different book or just reread it. I think I'm going to ask her to choose a different book. I don't know why it's not on my Goodreads. It's so weird. Wait, I need to double check this.
The physical book is amazing. The audiobook, the Southern accents, stunning. Okay, this is a horror. It's a comedy horror, and this is about these group of women who have this book club where they read true crime, and they become very suspicious of men, obviously. And this man moves to town, and he's very sus, and they think maybe like he's a drug dealer or something, but no, he's a vampire. And there are some scenes in this book that are so terrifying, and I absolutely love it. I love this group of women. The Southern dialect is so funny. Like, I absolutely adore this book. The female friendships are amazing, and I cannot understand how you haven't read it yet. So please read this. And then for the manga, I actually read this last week, and I'm like, I know Jordan reads a lot of manga, and I can't believe she hasn't read this yet, and I read it before her, and that's Spy Family Volume 1 by Tetsuya.
Ooh. Okay, wait. I have read the first volume of Spy Family. I own the rest of the series up until, the latest volume. But I did read the first volume and I really liked it. And I've been looking for an excuse to read the rest of the series. So this is good.
Tetsuya Endo. This is so funny. This is like an action comedy. So this is about a guy who is a spy, Lloyd, and he is tasked with taking down this like huge political figure. But the only time that this guy leaves his house is to go to his son's private school events. So the agency that Lloyd works for is like, okay, you need to get to one of these private events, so you need to get married and have a kid so you can go to this school. So Lloyd goes to an orphanage and picks up this kid and adopts her, but he doesn't know that she's a telepath. And she doesn't tell him, obviously. So she knows he's a spy. And then the woman that he marries is an assassin, but they don't know who the other person is. And they're both like getting married to each other for alternate reasons in their cases. And it's so funny. It's so funny. It's so cute. It's so good. Like, I'm obsessed. And I need you to read it because it's short. It's sweet. It's so good. Like, Jordaline, please. These are the books that I need you to read. And I'm waiting for the thank you after you read them because they're all 5 stars.
Literally, Katie is iconic. I'm serious. If you are not following Katie already, rectify that. Also, my hair is doing this weird thing. Like, what the fuck is going on? Can you just, like, maybe not? According to my Goodreads, I have Southern Book Club's Guide twice for some reason. One of them is marked as want to read. The other one is marked as read. I think what happened is Katie saw the want to read version that I have and thought I hadn't read it. I'm going to get her to choose another book if she wants to, unless she thinks I should reread it, in which case I'll also do that because literally Katie is the ruler of my life. I'm so excited with the other 2 books that she chose. Addie LaRue, which is something that I've been like thinking about and like wanting to read simply just because like people have been talking about how they love like the whole like devil daddy type of thing. You know what I mean? It's like a cutesy little romance fantasy moment. And I'm trying to get more into that kind of shit as well anyway. So it's literally perfect. I've also started Spy Family and I wanted to read it because so many people on like not only like booktube but like just friends have told me that it's like really really fucking cute and really really funny. So I am going to read all of the volumes that I have of that. Thank you so much, Katie. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I'm literally going to message you right now and let you know what the tea is. I will update you with what Katie chooses as my other like third book. Oh my god, I'm so nervous about Addie LaRue reading it physically. I'm gonna try. Usually I am I was gonna say a bottom bitch. That makes no fucking sense. Usually I am an audiobook bitch, but this could be a good experiment. This could be a good exercise and me like training my little physical reading muscles. I literally can't wait. I can't wait. I trust Katie implicitly. The bitch knows what the fuck is going on. The bitch knows. So I know that she would literally never, ever steer me wrong. Her big sister, Jordaline. I think I'm older than her. I'm like 86% sure I'm older than her. I think like a lot older, to be honest, actually. Anyway. I will see you fucking soon. Okay.
So fucked up. I'm like really gonna fuck you up here. I'm like, I kind of want to recommend you, and every morning the way home gets longer and longer by Frederick Bachman. It's 70 pages and most of them are just illustrations, but it is the most fucking sad book I've ever read in my goddamn life. I've never cried harder reading a book ever. And the audiobook may rip my heart out. The physical book ripped my heart out. And honestly, I just want you to like film yourself reading it. Like film, it only will take you like 30 minutes to read the book. Just film yourself reading it because trust me, I wish I'd done it. The content gonna be worth it. You're gonna get so many fucking views. You're gonna be sobbing your cancer heart out.
Bonjour. We need to get a few things straight, first of all. Okay, we can both agree that my hair is looking a bit funky. It looks a little bit staticky. She's serving you bedhead realness, and we don't need to talk about it. You know, we don't need to discuss it even really. So we're not going to. Although I do actually kind of like these like pigtail moments. But anyway, second of all, I know I'm wearing the same shirt that you just saw in the last clip, even though it's obviously a new fucking day, and I don't want to hear about it. Do I wear the same clothes over and over again? Yes, I do. Without washing them? Yes, I do. I mean, I wash them eventually, of course. I'm not like fucking disgusting, but like 1 or 2 or 3 days? I'm a human being, you know? Is that gross? Is that too much information? I don't know. Anyway, today I have so much schoolwork to do. And so I've been sitting here procrastinating on that schoolwork. And rather than doing it, I've just been thinking about like how I'm going to read what I'm currently reading, which is, spoiler alert, by Olivia Dade. I'm also thinking that I also started Barbarian Alien by Ruby Dixon, which is the sequel to Ice Planet Barbarians. Yeah, so that's what I'm currently reading. But I do want to start Spy Family. Or, I don't know, I can't decide if I want to start Spy Family or Addie LaRue. The alternate book that Katie chose, the morning one, have a good, I would say, like 4 or 5 days to read Addie LaRue and Spy Family before that book comes in and I can read that, in which I am, by the way, going to film myself reading it, because Katie says that it's like a tearjerker, and that I'm gonna bawl my fucking face off. And like I've already talked a lot about, especially in January, like how much I've been crying because of books. What a perfect way to really encapsulate for you, the audience, how much of a fucking mess I am. You know, all roads I feel lead to this kind of moment where somebody just like loses all sense of dignity and they just get on camera and weep. That's my update for now. I'm going to start either Addie LaRue or Spy Family. I haven't decided yet. I'm going to start one of them today. Bye. Hi. So, literally, I just started the book. I felt as though I needed to talk about it, even though I've only read one chapter. I read one chapter and I was like, oh my god, I already have so many thoughts and feelings, holy shit. After reading chapter 1, I thought, oh, I need to annotate this. So I pulled out a bunch of supplies for annotating. Katie was right. The writing, gorgeous. Like, I'm obsessed with it. And I already, like, am obsessed with, like, Addie LaRue. Like, it's literally been, like, 5 fucking pages. And I'm already freaking the fuck out. Like, what the fuck? Even just, like, the tiny little details about the darkness is what he's called so far. I'm already also obsessed with him. Like, what have I become? I just needed to update you with that quick little thing. It's literally been one chapter and I'm already like so into it. Like, the writing is, it's like right there. The characters already, I'm like obsessed. Like, again, like the love triangle aspects, I'm already also just like, fuck yes. Yeah, I'm gonna continue reading. I want to read for like at least an hour or so because I'm still doing that. Maybe even longer, depends. I'm also listening to this really good music. It's very calming and it kind of fits the tone of the book so far, so I'm really enjoying that. Anyway, that was my little check-in. I had to let you know because shit was like crazy. Shit was insane. Shit was like instantly popping off and I was so into it. Anyway, that's all. Hi. Today was kind of busy, to be honest. Today was actually kind of crazy. Before I talk about today, I want to talk about yesterday. Last night before going to bed, I was transported. I fully did not expect to be completely just like enamored with Addie LaRue the way that I am, okay? I ended up reading for several hours last night and I'm on page like 160, okay? I'm on page 160 of Addie LaRue. I started it last night. Like, how crazy is that? So that's what I did last night up until like 5 o'clock in the morning, maybe even 5:30. I was reading. I was reading for a long fucking time. My hair is crazy. I'm pretty sure it's safe to say that I am really enjoying it, that I'm really fucking with it. And I have so many fucking questions. I don't even know where to begin with them, you know? Like, there's so many things where I'm like, I have so many questions, and like all of the characters I am just like fascinated with. Take for instance Addie. I am obsessed with her. I'm obsessed with her story. I'm obsessed with like her motivations, with how she survives in the fucking world. I feel as though I've picked up most pieces, but I don't think grasped every single rule that comes with her curse. I think that's gonna come later because she also still has the ring, and the ring hasn't really been explained. Oh my god, Luke, I get it. Like, I understand. Like, he's so hot. The whole thing with that other guy, I'm so confused. I'm so confused as to what anything fucking means. And I need to know what the fuck is gonna happen. What the fuck any of it means, what this means and that. Like, if you've read it, you know. I need to know because I'm just like, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. I'm really excited to continue reading it. Katie fucking... So today, I didn't update sooner because I woke up and my roommate and I's friend Kiva came over and we watched Love is Blind, and I like thoroughly fucking cringed. It's ridiculous, but I'm also like, I also have my ships, you know what I mean? And then after that I went live with the patrons, and so we did like a little reading sprint. I got to read more of this book, and I definitely don't like it as much as I liked all the feels, but I still do like it. I think it's still good, it's still cute, it's just not better than all the feels. But yeah, that's where I am right now. I'm 160 pages in. I'm gonna keep reading it tonight before bed. My roommate is coming home soon and we're gonna watch Drag Race, and I'm really excited for that because the new season 14, is literally so good. I can't wait to see what happens. So yeah, I'm gonna cut off my little reading thing here because she's gonna be home soon. So yeah, I am thoroughly enjoying it. Can't wait to read more. I finished Addie LaRue last night. This book. I finished it. I stayed up until about 5:30 to finish it. What are my thoughts? What are my feelings? What are my initial reactions? I'm leaning towards 4 stars. 4. Because there are things about it that I really, really loved, but there were other things, not so much. As you probably saw yesterday, when I started reading the book, I was crazy into it. Also, why do I look like the mayor from the fucking Grinch? When I started the book, I was really into it. I really liked it because, you know, the writing is gorgeous. Addie herself is like this intrinsically interesting character that you kind of want to know more and more and more about. Like when everything with like the love interest begins is when things started to go downhill for me. It feels like things slow down, things become less interesting because in my opinion, Henry's kind of boring. So much Henry from that point on and so little Luke. Henry's character, I feel, isn't enough to overshadow or make Luke unappealing, in my opinion. While reading, I kept feeling kind of displeased and I couldn't place it. But then just before filming this, I looked up reviews on Goodreads because sometimes if I can't place my thoughts or my feelings around a book, I'll look up reviews, see what other people think. This one, I'll put a screenshot, is like exactly how I feel, exactly how I resonate so much with this. Pause to read if you want to. And by the way, it's not like I'm unhappy with the book. It's still a 4-star read. It's still really fucking good. I would have been perfect though, I think, if V.E. Schwab had adjusted Henry's character to be more interesting. But I will say, the fucking mystery of it all, like, I was engaged. I dove in and I was in. I dove and I was, you know, cannonball right into it. Like, I was so invested in the mystery of everything, of like what the fuck was going on with like everyone. I was ready to be like a little sleuth moment. I was like picking up little things and I was reading into different words, you know, like the moment like that ended, because there is a point in the book where that kind of ends. That's kind of also where I lost momentum a little bit, and not like momentum because I like read the book in like 2 sittings. But like I lost some interest. Like I wasn't as like, you know, detective. Also, this book, it has like a YA feel. Like at some point in the book, it's talked about how like one of the main characters is 28. And I was like, how? Like how? Like literally how? Tell me how This man is not 28 years old. He does not feel like a 28-year-old. Like, there is no fucking way that this guy... The book, as much as it's trying to be adult, feels like YA. And I don't know why that is. I don't know if it's the characters, if it's like just V.E. Schwab. I don't know, but it has a YA feel. It does not feel like an adult novel. And I kept having to like remind myself, like, these are adults. These are people who are like in their 30s, you know? Like, I love a Devil Daddy. I love Devil Daddy. I love Luke. Oh my God. And I like the ending. I like most of the ending, I should say. I don't want to say too much, but there were certain parts of the ending certain aspects of the ending that I don't like. The biggest pro of this book is Addie LaRue, I think. Yeah, okay, yeah. Addie is what I think will draw people in. And then, you know, Luke, because Demon Daddy, hello. Her character is, like I said, like, just captivating. You want to read more about her. You want to read about her, like, her experiences, her loneliness, because I think this book is a lot about loneliness, the kind of effect that like feeling isolated can have on you. I really enjoyed Addie. I loved how like stubborn she was, how strong she was. This was good. I did really like it, and I know why Katie recommended it. I know it's probably because she knows that I love a good like Devil Daddy, and so thanks, Katie. I appreciate that, because now I have like a new like book boyfriend. This is the year where Jordaline just collects book boyfriends, so bring them on, bring them forward. I will read them. I have 2 other things to read that Katie recommended. I have Spy Family, which I think I'm gonna read next, because I think it'll be really easy to just like, you know, punch them out tonight. And then I also have this little book which came in today, Every Morning the Way Home Gets Longer and Longer by Frederick Bachman. It's this teeny tiny little book. I'm excited for it, but I'm also really, really nervous because Katie told me to read it on camera. I've already been seen like sobbing on camera, you know what I mean? Like, that's already like a thing that's happened. Every time I know that a book is gonna make me emotional, I get like afraid that it's gonna make me emotional. I do have a bunch of homework to do today because I've been procrastinating. I think after I'm done my homework, I'm going to start reading Spy Family, and hopefully finish that tonight. That's it. Okay. Bonjour. I didn't really update that much yesterday, or at least not last night. So last night I read Spy Family. I read up to volume 4. Now all I have left is volume 5 and 6. So I'm gonna finish those today, but I am also going to read this book right here, right now. I'm gonna film it so that you can watch the spectacle of me crying and sobbing. Apparently, if I even cry or sob. Can you imagine how funny it would be if I didn't cry? And then I think after I finish this book, I think I'm going to read these as sort of like eye bleach to make myself feel better, because they are really, really fucking funny. I'm not really surprised that I like these so much, because they are just genuinely hilarious. They are just genuinely adorable. If you haven't checked it out, I think you really should, especially if you like manga, if you like kind of like action-y, funny comedy manga. They're really, really really good. I also wanted to talk a little bit about Addie LaRue again, because again, I just keep thinking about it. I don't know how to feel. I don't know how to compartmentalize these feelings. I don't really know what compartmentalism is. I don't really know what I literally just said the word and I can't say it. Compartmentalize. And I don't know what that word means, but I used it hopefully correctly. I don't know. I just keep thinking about me at the beginning of the novel, like literally freaking out, literally being like, yes, this is everything for me. Like I'm just like living. And then at the end of the novel being like, such a stark difference between the beginning of the novel Jordaline and the end of the novel Jordaline. The more I think on it, the more I realize that my problem mostly is with Henry, is with like the love interest, because I don't think he's a good love interest. Because like, I'm sure you know exactly what I'm talking about in terms of like, when you read a romance novel, when you see a romance, usually you would gush over the love interest. And for me, I didn't do that. Oh my god, my cat is using the letterbox. Henry for me was just fucking okay. Like he was just fine. And the more I think about it, the more I'm just like, I never felt any kind of way about Henry. I was never like, oh my god, yes, I want to see you guys kiss. Like, no, I never gave a single flying fuck about Henry. And I'm just trying to be truthful that he is a boring character. What made him interesting to me was that there was like obviously this mystery around him, and like he could obviously see things that he shouldn't be able to see. Besides that, like as soon as that mystery was over, it was very much like, oh, all that's really left is just like you. I very much wish that it was a different novel. I gave it 4 stars and now I'm thinking I might give it 3.5 just because I just didn't fuck with Henry. I don't know. If you've read this book, let me know what you think down below. I would love to hear your opinion because I'm very conflicted. I love parts of this book. I love Addie. I love Luke, but there are other parts. Henry, who I just don't like. Anyway, I'm gonna start reading this book because I don't want to talk your ear off for too long. Let's read, okay? Okay? Welcome to the end of the vlog. I'm planning on uploading this tomorrow, so I needed to film like the closure clip or whatever. This has been overall really successful. I enjoyed all of the books that Katie recommended me because, like I said in the beginning, when I was like literally looking like a goddess, Katie is perfect. Like, she knows what the fuck she's talking about. Like, she knows what a good fucking book is. She has perfect fucking taste. I really liked Addie LaRue, despite its many, many flaws, namely Henry. Say hi to the people, Nico. Say hi. I love Spy Family. I knew that I would. So much fucking fun, and it's so fucking funny, like hilarious funny. If you haven't checked it out, please do that because you would love it. And then the book that was decidedly one of the saddest fucking things I've ever experienced. I did enjoy it. I've never read anything by Frederick Bachman before, but from the things I've heard and from what I've read from like that tiny little book, I really enjoy his writing style. It was very easy for me to instantly fall into the book and to instantly sort of fall in love with the characters. Absolutely destroyed me. I think I need more time to process it, but my first impressions are that I really enjoyed it, even though it was really sad. This has been this reading vlog. Thank you so much for watching. If you watched the whole fucking way through, first of all, leave this emoji because I will personally kiss you on the fucking mouth. Just kidding. I'm not gonna kiss you on the mouth. That's like literally COVID city, but I would like give you like a metaphorical, like, you know what I mean? Anyway, if you watch the whole way through, put this emoji. Please let me know. I love seeing sort of like the waterfall of the emojis in the comments. It makes me feel really good and I appreciate it so much. Don't forget also to hit subscribe because we talk about spooky shit. We talk about creepy shit. We talk about how Katie fucking Colson ruined her fucking life and shit. And how we clickbait people. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day and I will see you in my next one. Bye!